What kind of advisor do you need in your business? In the 15 years that I've been doing what I've been doing, I've been called all kinds of things. Some of them are even nice. But generally, people try and put a label on me. They're going to call me a coach. They're going to call me a consultant. They're going to call me an advisor. They're going to call me a non-exec director. Which of those am I? I think it might help if I explained what I think each one of those things are and the differences, because I've got a fair feeling for where I fit into this process. So let's talk about coaching first of all. Coaching generally on a one-to-one or on a business basis is really about spending a relatively short amount of time with a business leader or an individual where you sit down and you agree a course of action. What generally happens is you record that down and then you agree that you're going to come back in a week, 2 weeks, a month or whatever, and you're going to review that course of action that they've taken and what the effect of that was. So it's very much a conversation, agree some actions, you go away, we come back and we discuss it and we agree what you're going to do next. That's really the essence of how coaching works. Consultancy is really at the other end of the spectrum. Consultancy for me is that there's an agreement on what we call a scope of works. So somewhere there's going to be a paragraph, whether it's in an email or in a document or in a proposal, where we say, this is the piece of work that I'm going to do. And you may call a deep dive into a business a piece of consultancy, because there's a beginning, a middle, and end, and there's a deliverable. That's what consultancy is about. This is the piece of work that I'm going to do, and this is what you're going to get at the end of it. So that's what consultancy is. Third area, non-exec director. Now, I don't consider myself a non-exec director. Non-exec director has statutory duties. They have the same responsibilities and liabilities as any director in a business. And generally, they have a role to play. Certainly in larger businesses, it's about corporate governance, it's about making sure that the business is on track, or you could be used from a strategic perspective or in a particular area. Maybe they could advise if the business was being sold or there's raising finance. So non-exec director is a statutory position, and that's not a position that I want to do just because I don't want to get involved in that way. So we come to the final category, which I consider myself to sit in, and that really is a board level advisor. And I'm an advisor because often what I do is that I'm uncovering where there could be issues or there could be opportunities in a business, and I put my energy into those areas. I put my energy into those areas because the business leader might not have time, might not have a level of expertise in that area, might want an external view on that area, but I put my energy into that area because I can bring something to the party that means that we can exploit that opportunity or solve that problem. So I really see myself working with a business owner or with a senior management team or leadership team to bring that expertise in particular areas. And so that's where, because that's an ongoing thing, it's kind of like coaching, but I'm getting my hands dirty, so it's not really coaching. It's ongoing, and there might not really be a beginning, middle, and end and a deliverable in quite the same way. So it's not really consultancy, and it's not this statutory position. So the best phrase that I can find for that is board level advisor. And that's really what I do. So when you're looking for somebody to come into your business, it's probably good to have a bit of a feel for the kind of engagement you want with somebody and the kind of output that you want.